Did you know that most people ruin their relationships, their opportunities, and even their self-confidence? It's not because of what happens to them, but because of how they react to what happens. But there's a secret that emotionally strong people know, and it's a game changer. They don't react, they respond. This tiny difference can completely transform your entire life. Today, I'm going to show you how to master your emotions so that no one can ever disturb your inner peace again. Think about it. When someone says something that triggers you, when life throws a curveball, or when you feel your emotions just bubbling up, what's your first instinct? If you react immediately, you're essentially handing over the keys to your mind. You're saying, "Here, you can control how I feel." Emotionally strong people never, ever do that. Instead, they create a pause. They build a small, psychological space between the trigger and their response. And in that pause, that's where your real power lies. So, let's make this practical. Next time you feel anger, fear, jealousy, or embarrassment rising inside you, I want you to try something radical. Don't speak. Don't move. Just freeze for 5 seconds. Just 5. It might feel like an eternity at first, but this micropause is a superpower. It does 3 critical things. First, it stops emotional hijacking, preventing your amygdala, the emotional center of your brain, from taking over completely. Second, it gives your prefrontal cortex, the logical, rational part of your brain, a chance to come back online. And third, it saves you from saying or doing things you will almost certainly regret later. This one simple habit can single-handedly save your relationships, your friendships, and your soul. It's the emergency brake for your emotions. Once you've created that pause, the next step is to label the emotion. It's incredibly simple, but profoundly effective. Just say quietly to yourself, "I'm feeling angry," or "I'm feeling stressed," or "I'm feeling insecure right now." This isn't about judging the feeling. It's just about acknowledging it. Scientific studies have shown that naming an emotion can reduce its intensity by up to 50%. Why? Because the act of labeling shifts your brain's activity from the emotional, reactive limbic system to the more analytical, thoughtful prefrontal cortex. It's like emotional jiu-jitsu. You're using the emotion's own energy to diffuse it. You're not fighting it. You're understanding it. And once you understand it, you can control it. Now, with your brain a little calmer, it's time to gain some perspective. Before you even think about responding, ask yourself this simple question. Will this matter in 5 minutes? What about 5 hours? Or 5 days? The truth is, most of the things that trigger us are just momentary frustrations pretending to be life-or-death crises. That rude comment from a stranger, the traffic jam making you late, the typo in an important email. In the grand scheme of things, they're just blips on the radar. This question acts like a zoom-out button for your life. It instantly shrinks the perceived size of the problem and puts a stop to overreacting. It separates the truly important issues from the emotional noise. It helps you realize that giving away your peace for something that won't matter tomorrow is a terrible trade. So you've paused, you've named the emotion, and you've gained perspective. Now it's time to choose your response. And here's the key. Don't respond based on emotion. Respond based on your identity. Ask yourself, how would the calm, confident, emotionally strong version of me handle this situation right now? Then, be that person. Act from your highest self, not your hurt self. This isn't about being fake. It's about being intentional. It's about aligning your actions with the person you aspire to be. Your hurt self wants to lash out, to defend, to prove a point. Your highest self wants peace, resolution, and integrity. When you choose to act from that higher place, your responses become more measured, more effective, and far more powerful. You stop being a puppet of your fleeting feelings and start becoming the master of your own destiny. Let's be honest. A lot of our immediate reactions come from our ego. We feel offended. We want to defend our honor. We absolutely need to have the last word to feel validated. But I want to share a powerful truth with you. You don't need to react to prove anything to anyone. Sometimes, the most powerful, most assertive, and most intelligent response is silence. Choosing not to engage isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of immense strength and self-control. It says, "This isn't worth my energy. My peace is more valuable than this argument." When you stop reacting to every little thing, people stop being able to control you. Their bait no longer works. You take back your power. Let's put it all together. Emotional control isn't about suppressing your feelings or pretending they don't exist. That's unhealthy, and it never works in the long run. True emotional control is about feeling everything but not letting those feelings dictate your actions. It's about being the calm center in your own storm. So remember the steps. First, pause. Create that crucial space. Don't just do something. Stand there. Second, name the emotion. Acknowledge what you're feeling without judgment. Third, ask the perspective question. Will this matter later? Shrink the problem down to its actual size. And finally, respond with intention, not impulse. Act from your highest self. Mastering this process won't happen overnight. It takes practice. It takes being mindful in moments when you'd rather be mindless. But every time you choose to respond instead of react, you are strengthening a new neural pathway in your brain. You are literally rewiring yourself to be more calm, more resilient, and more in control. This is the foundation of emotional intelligence, and it's a skill that will benefit every single area of your life. If you found this helpful and you want to keep learning about emotional intelligence, personal growth, and how to build an unstoppable mindset, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're just getting started on this journey together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.